treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Pepper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Star is treacherous, I effortless. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving that soul the chills. My joy the cold is chill. Star is treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. At first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Way before the deal.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass back.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying ain't.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Come on, set. Now the wolf.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to put one over his head as this game progresses.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Dalton. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
A gain of 14.
Brady now on first down. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. But it'll be second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. This is Lewis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Andy Dalton. And his throw is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Fastest. 52. You ain't got nothing. Hey. Switch. Hey.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep, Julian Edelman. This is brought in at the 21. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And some room to maneuver. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 53 yards.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Benjamin Watson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check back, check back. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Green brings it in. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dalton here from the gun. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Kyle Van Noy. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Give me some.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Going deep for Eifert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Edelman set to return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Lance Kendricks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that makes the score 21-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Two by two. Move. Hands up.
Play action here with Dalton. And the catch good. It's Eifert. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They go 368.
52, Mike 52. Check.
Another try after the first down sack. Dalton, and a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Operating from the gun, Dalton, and able to find Green. Past the 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Wait, set, 380. Check.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Down inside the 40 to about the 38. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Looking to throw. Michelle. And that's complete. It's Watson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Benjamin Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now this time, Brady will throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go put...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now the Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2.
44. Here you go.
Play action now. Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's got some space here. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. This fielded at the 2. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And now Edelman. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. And that's now a 2-touchdown game as the Eagles have scored again. We'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long. From the gun, Dalton. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Now Dalton being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
39 yards there, a big one. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. They'll run with Michelle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down. Now Lewis here on first down. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Now after the loss, they come up second and 11 from the 19-yard line. Throw from Dalton, taken in by Eifert. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He's got his man, Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Andy Dalton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Flush to his right. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. throwing. Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And it's Michel once again. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point good by Gostkowski. Elsewhere at Arrowhead there in the 3rd quarter. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady gives to Michel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On the ground is Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year as his guys continue to pour it on. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Dalton off play action. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Dancing to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's get off the field.
Dalton sets up play action. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that will extend this big lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up. Under pressure, they got him again. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Passing, it's Dalton. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5.
You got it! You got it! You got it!
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop.
53!
2 right here. 52. Blue Dan.
Sugar!
On first down, Michelle. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Michelle. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The point after try for Gostkowski. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Patriots 84, Bengals 7. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.